With the wintry weather, dark nights and feeling overwhelmed by our goals, it is easy to see why we might fall into a rut. But how can we come back out of it? So the first thing that you need to do when you are in a rut is to accept and to identify. So the first thing that you just really need to do is to accept the fact that you are in a rut, and this makes the whole situation of getting out of it a lot easier. This allows you to understand that this isn't forever, that this is actually quite a common feeling and situation, and then allows you to cut through that cycle that is keeping you in this rut in the first place. With this, you can then also start to identify what actually could be causing this feeling and this rut in the first place. So a rut can come out of many different things, and it can actually be quite hard to identify what could be causing it, but a couple of examples could be a fear of failure, a dead-end job, or a bad relationship. But generally, a rut could be caused by anything, even something that might not seem so obvious. So the second thing that you should try and do to help you with this rut is to do some questioning and an evaluation on your life. So with the questions, this will help you guide your way into what is making you feel like this, and then will hopefully give you some answers too. For example, you could ask yourself, what makes me feel happy? What makes me feel stressed? Am I fulfilled in my current relationships? And what does fulfillment actually mean to me? These are just a few examples. You can find many more online, but just going through some of these questions will help you get more of an understanding of how you're feeling right now in your life and current situation. So something else for you to try is doing like a life circle evaluation, and I'll try and put a picture up here of what one kind of looks like. So it's kind of basically just like a circle, like a pie chart, and in the middle there are different segments. So you could have health, finance, relationships, spirituality, whatever it is that you think is important, or you could just find like a standard one. And basically you need to try and rate how you feel in each of those. And it could be that if one is lower than others, then that could be the reason as to why you feel like you're in this rut. The third thing that you should try and do is think about your goals, and this could be adding goals or completely changing them. We are now at the end of January, and so this might evoke a lot of feelings for you in terms of your goals. You might feel like you don't have enough, that you've taken on too much, or that you just want new goals because the ones that you did pick just haven't been aligning with you. I think we can often be feeling in this situation as well, like if we have set some goals for ourselves and we just haven't stuck to them, then we do have a habit of just kind of beating ourselves up for that. And instead of doing that, which I know is really hard, try and look into why you haven't done them and look into the reasoning. What could have caused that? Are they just simply not for you? Which could be the case. And in that case, then you need to try and start small again with the goals that you have. So just pick one goal. You don't need to go crazy with it, and just start to try and see how you can implement that into your daily, weekly, monthly life. And like I said, start small, don't go crazy, just have one goal that you would really like to pursue and just see how far you get with that. And in this way, you're not going to get overwhelmed. If it's the case that you don't have any goals, then this is the reason as to why you could be in this rut, because you feel like you have a loss of purpose, like you don't really have much motivation, like you don't really know where you're at in life. Then using your life circle and the information that you've gained from that could be really helpful with starting to set these goals. But the same thing goes, start small, because otherwise you too will get overwhelmed. It's very easy when you realise that you're in a rut, and actually quite pleasurable I suppose, to suddenly realise I'm in a rut and I want to completely change my life, I want to change who I am, I want to start adding these things in, I'm going to eat better, I'm going to do this, I'm going to go for a run every day, I'm going to completely change my life and do all these things. But that is too much, especially when you're going from a place of being in a rut and not really doing anything and feeling not so great about life at the moment. That's not what you want to be doing, because you're just going to really overwhelm yourself and you're just going to go right back to square one. The next thing that I really recommend that you should try and do is to have something to look forward to. So this can really help when you're in a rut, because often you don't feel like life is so great, you might feel bored, you just don't feel like anything is too good at the moment. And so having something to actually look forward to close in the future is going to be really helpful to kind of put you in that more positive mental space. And this doesn't have to be something crazy. It could be that you book a holiday with your family, with your friends, with your partner, or it could be something as simple as literally just going for a walk in the park with a friend. Something like that to look forward to, which will help bring you a bit more positivity and help give you something to actually feel like, okay, great, I've got something good going on, you know, which can be really helpful when you're in this negative mental space. So the last thing, number 5, is to seek support. And you just need to realize as well, which can be hard when you're in this space, because it can feel like this is only happening to me, everyone else is having a good life, you know, why do I always get bad luck? That's what you can feel like when you're in a rut. But something you need to think about is the fact that a rut is so common, and if you know everyone hasn't been in one, then they've probably been quite close to one, because I think it's very easy to slip into it, and a lot of things can drive you towards it as well. There are obviously kind of varying degrees to this. When I say a rut, I generally mean kind of just feeling a bit confused about what you're doing in life, not really sure of your purpose, feeling a bit bored of things, and just not feeling motivated, not feeling like your goals are serving you. That's kind of what I mean when I talk about a rut. If, however, you are feeling very down, you're not feeling good at all, and you're maybe not even able to actually properly look after yourself at this time, then it is very important that you seek professional help. But overall, every time that I felt like I'm in a rut, that I feel a little bit down, that I feel like life is just getting to me a little bit, and I feel a bit bored and directionless, talking to a friend or a family member has always just uplifted me and made me feel instantly better, because even if they don't give you some, you know, good advice that generally helps you, simply vocalizing it and simply just talking about the way that you feel and having a bit of like a shoulder to cry on type of thing can just make you feel a whole lot better. Letting the people in your life know about the way that you feel will be really helpful, because they will probably be noticing that you're not feeling yourself, that you're feeling a bit down, that there's something up, because generally our friends and our family who are around us the most will be able to detect that, and they might be pretty worried and kind of stressed about it as well. So it's also to kind of alleviate them, but you shouldn't feel like you're putting a burden on them, because they will most likely, if they love and care for you, want to know what's up. Honestly, if you're feeling this way right now, then please do not hesitate to leave a comment down below, and I know that I and hopefully some other people will be able to comment as well, and to have a little bit of a chat and just to be that listening ear and give you some support. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that it's been helpful for you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!